What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
A home is not a place, it's actually about a feeling.
Renowned interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
It's not always about lots of colour. Sometimes very little colour can be very effective.
And award-winning architect Patrick Bradley.
For me in this competition, architecture is not so much about the building, it's more about the homeowner.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Along with her family, stylist Ruth Forsyth lives in a restored and resized Victorian house in Dublin.
When we bought the home, it was in pretty poor condition. We put a new roof on the house, we rewired, we replumbed. Most of the structural work we did was downstairs in the basement where we lowered the floor level and we put an extension on the back. I wasn't brave enough to do the modern glass box extension. I went for something much simpler and more in keeping with the style of the house. I tried to keep as many of the original features as possible. The floors and things are original where they could be. The doors, the architraves, the window boxes were taken out, restored, and then I slightly amended them and I cut the actual shutters in half so we could have them closed for some privacy but still allow light in the top. They take up a lot of space, but I think they're a really nice feature. This is my favorite spot. From here I can see the children at the kitchen table where they're working or doing their artwork. I can do my cooking on the island and I can see whoever's coming in and out the front door. I think eclectic is the word that most people use to describe it. People are usually quite amused. It's certainly not everybody's taste, but that's fine. It's very individual, I think, but as are our personalities. It's very relaxed. It's not the kind of house where we all take our shoes off or we're not particularly precious. The house is unrecognizable from what it was when we first bought it. It's taken a really long time. I think it's the people that make the house a home, and I think the house really reflects the people who live here.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
A lovely Victorian terrace. And a lot of these homes have been remodeled since they were first built, so I'm very interested to see what the homeowners have done inside.
Interestingly, the green colour on the door is from the period when the house was built. Not one of my favourite colours, but definitely authentic.
Yeah, and I love the way the clematis brings you up to the front door. Very impressive.
Lovely details of the original house, the mouldings around the door, and here we have a lovely little antique table. What I really like is the smell from the flowers as you come in.
It just sets the tone, doesn't it?
Shall we go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, I'm glad I wore this jumper. I think I fit in perfectly.
Pink is a colour I would find very difficult to use, but it looks fantastic in here. It brings a sweetness to this room and it sets off the furniture really well.
I'd say the owner here has to restrain themselves from putting bits and pieces up because there's just sufficient going on,
Yes.
but not too much. And the detail on the shutter boxes is just fantastic.
Oh, I absolutely love these chairs. They're very, very stylish. And quite comfortable too. You can see the personality of the homeowners and their choice of furniture. It's all a wee bit cluttered and it's a wee bit too much for me.
But there's a great continuity between the front room and the back room, and I like that. I love the fact that we're seeing a real passion for collecting in this room, and there's lots of humour.
I'm fascinated to see the rest of the home, but I do think these 2 rooms are, if you like, the good rooms. I think the owners here have a great eye for setting arrangements up so they look like sculptural pieces or installations in a gallery.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. This is open plan living bliss. I absolutely love it.
It's a very big kitchen when you come in. There are very nice colour tones in here, sort of pale greys and whites, and lovely lighting over this enormous counter that divides the kitchen almost into two functions. Love the bit of humour with the gymnastics horse here. I'd say the kids have great fun with that.
Muted tones. Like to have seen a bit of colour in here, but I do like the layout because you got that family room into the kitchen and on to the dining area, so that works very well. I think they have a great time with their family and friends here.
And here we have the homeowner's favourite spot. You're just purely in the heart of the open plan living. You're getting the connection from the living room to the dining table. You're getting the connection to the garden. I would love to see this all opened up. Big sliding doors, all glass, and just flood this whole room with light.
I really love to see old and new architecture coming together.
When it comes to extending on to period homes, homeowners have got that difficult decision. Do they stay true to the existing architectural style, or do they go completely modern?
The main bedroom with beautiful windows, lots of natural light. I like the fact that the ceiling goes right up, so it just makes the space feel so much bigger. Lots of deer heads.
Yeah, they're into it all right, aren't
going
they?
around.
I think the moment you walk in, it's a little bit cramped. I think the position of the wardrobe isn't correct. You know, it restricts the flow around the bed.
Ideally, you'd make that wardrobe a bit shorter to make it more comfortable.
The bedroom is much more restrained. It's calm. Still have these lovely collection of bits and pieces, like this snow globe. Deirdre, it's a designer. It could be you.
There is lots of humour in this house. Every room revealed something quirky that made you smile.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
Let's call it Style with a Smile, in this magnificently restored period home. Great functionality and a feeling in this home, one of family fun and entertainment. I'm giving this home an 8.
From the moment you entered this house, you're aware the owners have lots of style. The ground floor showcases a fantastic kitchen cum dining area. This home is about comfort and fun, and I'm going to give it a 9.
The functionality and the layout of the open plan living area is exceptional. Overall, a beautiful family home.
Originally hailing from Greece, architect Kostas Woutas designed a home for his wife and daughter in a country setting in Clare.
We started building this house in 1998. Took about 2 years to finish. People think this is a very modern house in design. Now, this house could have been built in Europe in the 30s, but this design, even today, is very appropriate for contemporary living. The design of the house is a response to the site. When we acquired the site, it was all wooded. We made this clearing. Ever since, we have been planting more trees. It's nice to live in the middle of nature. So have this garden in the hall, so when you come into the house, you don't leave nature outside. The living areas are facing south to take advantage of the sun. This is a favorite spot. This is where the family comes together. In the morning, we have our breakfast, looking outside. Someone in the kitchen is cooking. We sit here, we can talk all together, we can be happy together. Despite appearances, this was a low-cost house to build. We used recycled material. Even the fireplace upstairs are made with MDF. The walls are off-white, so the color in the house comes from the paintings themselves and, of course, the fittings, the curtains, the plants. This is really a house for all seasons. It's very bright, even in a dull day. And I can look outside and I have all the light coming in. And it's really pleasant, a very pleasant place to live and work.
beautiful, misty Irish morning.
Indeed. Now, what have we got here?
A beautiful piece of art, timeless piece of architecture.
Absolutely, I think it's great. It's sort of reminiscent of 1930s modernism, a particular style which I love because it's so simple and elegant and works so well in this type of landscape.
Beautiful wooded setting, and I really like the approach to the front door. You've got a sheltered canopy, but yet you get a glimpse of what's inside.
Well, we'll go in.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, my word. Look at that. A garden inside the house. Beautiful marble flooring. And a great double height space.
When you look at the floor, it actually looks as if it's undulating, but that's a pattern. There's just a lovely feeling when you come into this home.
But this is an entrance hall with a difference, and you really hope it's going to set the tone for the rest of the home.
This is a beautiful piece where you've got the mirror, and then you have this lovely little shelf with the lighting and the olive tree, which is just so delicate.
What an incredible open plan living space. You've got the living room, you've got the dining room, you've got the kitchen, and you've got the level difference defining the spaces.
Isn't this just fantastic? Great to see that timber flooring that we see inside on the decking and the overhang. So the garden really gets pulled in to the living area.
I think it's absolutely perfect.
The owner's favourite spot in the dining area. I'd say it's about enjoying the magnificent garden that they've created for themselves.
Beautiful dining table and chairs, perfectly positioned, just again, that exquisite view. It's magical.
It's like an extension of all the art that we've seen here is out in that landscape with that fabulous sculpture over here and another piece over here. But it's the tree, that weeping willow, that takes my eye. When you come into this home, you're very much aware of it. If you don't have the function and the detail and the layout of the home correct from the start, then you're on hiding to nothing. And what this home shows is when you have those elements correct, you can actually make the house better over time by adding your layer of personality and lifestyle to it.
We all want homes with natural light. You know, it really gives that illusion of adding space, but it also gives a lot of warmth to the home. Architecture like this will never did, and that's the beauty of this home.
Beautiful timber flooring that we've seen downstairs is up here as well, adding lots of warmth and character.
This is an exceptional first floor living room, and you've got the corner window just perfectly capturing those views.
Indeed, and isn't it just amazing to come up here and see this fantastic music collection? Beautifully positioned chair. Acoustically, I'd say you couldn't pick a better position in this house to sit and enjoy the music.
What you get up here is a real appreciation for the layout and design of this house. And I think if you have the ability to move your living room to an upper level, particularly in a landscape setting like this, you really benefit.
What we have here is a timeless piece of architecture located in a breathtaking setting. I'm impressed that the homeowners have remained true to the architectural style, both inside and out. I'm giving it a 9.
I've been seduced by this modern classic home that has taken its inspiration from the 1930s. Along with their lifetime collection of paintings and objects, they have crafted a stylish home. I'm delighted to give this home a 9.
This is a beautiful home nestled in a wooded landscape, a bright and airy home that really engages with its fabulous surroundings.
When Therese Healy bought an old cottage in Cork, she renovated and extended it to create her dream home.
I've spent my time over the last 15 years or so moving from Japan, China, Russia. And so it really focused my attention on what kind of home did I want to create. It was a cottage, probably built sometime in the early 1930s. This is very much an Irish home, but you can see influences from other cultures. So, for example, the staircase is influenced by a Finnish architect. I was very fortunate to find a really skilled craftsman. It's a very simple building, and it's really all about maximising those views, but also making the occupants feel very cosy and warm despite that. And I think the furniture really helps to do that. This is my favourite spot. From here, I can sit and enjoy those beautiful panoramic views of the Atlantic. I think this really represents all that is best about my home. I think it's really important that architecture allows you to create a feeling of welcome, of well-being. I love the fact it's tailor-made for me, and I love the fact it's facing the Atlantic. Every day, the light coming in is so different, and it's impossible to be unhappy in this building.
What I like about this home is that it's quite substantial, but it doesn't appear like that because it's actually been broken into a series of elements, individual buildings with glass links. And this form of architecture is very much in keeping with the Irish countryside.
Well, I'd say when you're inside that house, you're going to get some amazing views across the hills and down to the sea.
Well, we would go see.
Yeah. Wow. Gosh. Quite an oriental vibe as you come in. Very unusual, beautiful piece of furniture, nice sculpture. I love that little light, actually. That creates a bit of atmosphere as soon as you come in.
I really love the bamboo being used as a handrail. It really shows a little bit of personality just as we enter the home.
And the bamboo has such a lovely warm colour, but it's also very strong. So fascinating to see its use here as the handrail.
I feel we should go that direction because it looks like there's a lovely open plan area, so.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah. Some lovely artwork, isn't there? Oh, it's almost cathedral-like, isn't it?
Very impressive, full-height space. I really wasn't expecting that from the outside.
You know, you've got those two great windows each end of this room, one out to the sea, one up to the garden, which just brings in tons of natural light into this place. And those jade green chairs, which are complemented, funny enough, by that outrageous pink rug, which I just adore.
When we're in here, it's very noisy. And I think if there was a large rug under the table or even curtains on some of the windows, it would help absorb the sound in here.
I agree with you, Deirdre.
And we have the homeowner's favourite spot, looking out through that large sliding door to that beautiful sea. And I can even stand here and count cows.
The west-facing sun in the evening, and it's so special, you know, the noises of the sea. It's fabulous.
Look at that. Whoa. There's a bit of decadence, isn't there? Those interesting, really deep windowsills, beautiful shutters, and I really like the low seats that you have in there with those beautiful square cushions.
I think the shutter boxes could be original because of the depth of the wall.
It's a much smaller volume in this room compared to the kitchen and dining room. And they've decided to position the living room in the old building, which makes it much more intimate. But I'd really like to see in these types of homes a better distinction between the old and the new. And I think because of that, part of the character has been lost.
Perhaps that should have happened on the outside of the building.
We beg to differ.
What an extravagant couch, you know. Isn't this just fabulous? Oh.
He's in heaven.
The way the house is laid out, there's nothing superfluous. There's lovely items, objects and prints and paintings in this home. And the daybed, which I'll just move into. And we're up in the roof of the old building.
This is a very generous master bedroom. Love the big bed and the fact that it's so bright and airy, just painted white, lots of windows bringing natural daylight in here. And I'm guessing there's an ensuite in here. Oh yes, very nice. Lots of natural daylight in there, which is lovely.
You have that beautiful bubble chair, and I can just imagine in the morning just sitting there, relaxing, just taking in them astonishing views.
Beautiful dressing of the bed, the throw, and then the rug on the floor. They all help absorb the sound in this room, and that makes this bedroom a very comfortable bedroom to be in. The owner here has a strong link with the Orient. The living room and bedroom in particular are both stylish and very comfortable. The kitchen dining lack the level of comfort that I experienced in the other parts of the home, and for that reason, I'm going to give it a 7.
This is a house of simple forms, all combined to create a lovely home. There's a missed opportunity when they could have retained and restored the character of the old building. I'm giving it a 7.
It looks like a group of buildings joined together by glass links, which breaks down the massing and scale of the building so it sits perfectly in the landscape.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Patrick reveals what he gave the Victorian home in Dublin.
This was a lovely restored period home. The choice of the eccentric furniture, it really showed the homeowner's personality. I felt the rooms in the house were not really well laid out, so I give it a 7.
Whoa, 7 is a bit harsh, isn't it?
It's very harsh.
So 9, 8, 7 gives us 24.
That house deserved more than that.
Next, Deirdre gives her score for the Modernist home in Clare.
Really liked the fact that when you came into the entrance hall, you had the double height space and an internal garden. The upstairs was fantastic. I love the fact that they really put on display their passion and love for music. I thought this was a spectacular home, and I actually gave it a 9.
A big score.
Sure is. 3 9s gives us 27.
And finally, Hugh tells us his score for the extended cottage in Cork.
I just loved the exterior of this house because of that dry stone wall and the fact that the building was broken down into a number of elements. Lovely materials, and I just wanted to move into that fantastic daybed and never get out. I enjoyed this house. I think it's a great home, and I gave it an 8.
2 7s and 8, and that gives us 22. Amazing.
The home through to the final is the Modernist home in Clare.
It was a spectacular home.
Well, I'm delighted that it's sailing through into the final.
Yeah.
It's a piece of art, a beautiful home, and I'm glad it's in the final.
Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.